Origami is the Japanese art of folding paper to create representations of objects, animals, geometric figures, or abstract forms, all without cutting or gluing. Although the practice of paper folding exists in various cultures, in Japan it has acquired a unique aesthetic and symbolic depth. Purposes of origami: artistic expression, meditation and relaxation, education, mathematics, geometry, decoration, spiritual element. Fun fact: in Japan, many children learn origami at school as part of developing fine motor skills and concentration. Paper arrived in Japan from China around the 6th century. In its early days, it was expensive and used only in Shinto religious rituals or by the nobility. One of the earliest documented uses of origami was in Shinto ceremonies, where sacred white papers called gohei were folded. Early development: during the Heian period, 794 to 1185, paper folding began to take on a ceremonial character. During the Edo period, 1603 to 1868, paper became more accessible, and origami became a popular practice, especially among children and middle-class women. Historical records: Sembazuru or Kata, 1797, the first illustrated book of origami figures, dedicated to the Thousand Cranes. 20th century, the Yoshizawa Revolution. Akira Yoshizawa, 1911 to 2005, is considered the father of modern origami. He introduced techniques such as wet folding, which allows for more organic and expressive figures. He also created a visual notation system, together with Samuel Randlett, which became the global standard. Types of origami. Traditional origami, simple figures, passed down orally. For example, crane, frog, boat. It uses square paper, typically 15 by 15 centimeters. Modular origami, multiple pieces assembled together. For example, kusudamas, stars, geometric structures. Action origami, it moves or transforms. For example, jumping frogs, paper catapults. Wet folding, folding with damp paper for sculptural shapes. Tessellations, repetition of geometric patterns. Technical or complex origami, extremely detailed figures with hundreds of folds. Examples: dragons, horses in motion. Mathematical theorems of origami. Maekawa's theorem: at any vertex, the number of mountain and valley folds differs by 2. Kawasaki's theorem: at the vertices, alternate angles must sum to 180 degrees. Yoshizawa Randlett system, standardized the way diagrams are represented. It allows instructions to be understood in any language. Used in books, magazines, websites, and apps. Types of paper. Washi, traditional Japanese handmade paper, strong and flexible. Kami, commercial origami paper, smooth and colorful. Foil paper, with a metallic side, ideal for complex figures. Two-colored papers, useful for visually distinguishing parts. Complementary tools. Bone folder, marks folds without damaging the paper. Tweezers, for small details. Water brush, used in the wet folding technique. Waxed or treated paper, for added durability. Symbolism of origami. Crane, tsuru, symbol of peace and longevity. Senbazuru, 1,000 cranes. It is believed that whoever folds them can make a wish or be healed. Origami at weddings, butterflies or cranes are folded to wish for happiness. Cultural presence of origami. Origami in festivals, temples, and Shinto rituals. Taught in elementary schools. Decoration in the art of furoshiki, gift wrapping. A famous example is that of Sadako Sasaki, a young victim of Hiroshima, who folded over 1,000 cranes for world peace. Modern scientific applications of origami. Medicine. Implants that expand when unfolded, such as stents. Soft robotics for non-invasive surgery. Engineering. Foldable solar panels for satellites, inspired by origami. Portable foldable emergency bridges. Architecture. Movable roofs and structures. Interior design based on origami geometry. Mathematics. Computational folding algorithms. Solving complex geometry problems. An example is the James Webb Space Telescope. It includes structures that unfold like origami in space. Globally, origami is practiced worldwide as both an art and a hobby. International festivals: Origami USA, JOAS, Japan, CDO, Italy. Influence on graphic design, packaging, and fashion. Notable origami artists: Satoshi Kamiya, ultra-detailed dragons. Robert Lang, realistic figures and scientific models. Tomoko Fuse, master of modular origami. Other uses. Psychological therapy, origami as a tool for stress management and improving concentration. STEAM education, mathematics, design, programming. Ecology and sustainability, use of recyclable materials. Final reflection. Origami is not just the art of folding paper. It is a doorway that invites us to explore creativity with our own hands, to discover the beauty of precision in every fold, and to find inner peace through the quiet process of creation. Each figure, no matter how simple it seems, holds centuries of tradition and connects us deeply with Japanese culture. Practicing origami is, in many ways, meditation in motion, a path to building patience and harmony. It reminds us that with simplicity, focus, and respect, the ordinary can be transformed into something extraordinary.